our latest model called Gemini 1.5 Pro. It's our most capable model. It's a multimodal model. What does that mean? It means it can understand not only code and text, it can understand a picture, a video, audio, and combine all of it. Good to see you on the blue stage. Glad to see so many people. And we're going to talk about the love story between Google Cloud and Google Ads. And Emily is from our cloud team with us. And we have a special guest, Eve, who is from Douglas, joining us soon, talking about their data journey. So let's get started.
Okay.
So a lot has happened in the last 12 months, since last OMR. AI is now mainstream. Everybody's talking about AI. So some folks who thought NVIDIA is a skincare brand, the same folks who thought NVIDIA is a skincare brand, now 12 months later, they talk about deep learning, machine learning, generative AI. They use the latest abbreviations like flops, tokens, TPCs. Do you know these guys? I might be one of them. So, AI is now really mainstream. It's everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. And we can do cool things. It's brightening our imagination. And it's really up to us to be creative. And we, for instance, could say, hey, this skincare tin is now falling from the sky, and it's crashing, obviously, in a car. The car is not on the street. The car is in a cloud. So for adults, not going to happen. For my 9-year-old, well, why not? And for AI, you can create images like this within seconds. All of us have done it. We created sheeps that look like wolves. We created us as superheroes, superwomen. We created avatars. All of this is possible today. And now, the poor car owner. If that tin hits the car, the damage will be quite severe. Luckily, there's nobody in the car. So then you have to do a lot of paperwork. The good news is AI can help. Imagine you have a picture from the car accident. You have maybe a police report, paper from the insurance. You maybe have an audio. And guess what? You can put all of these different items into the model, and the model can understand pictures and so on, and create within minutes a claims report. And that's not science fiction. It's happening today. Insurance companies using our latest model called Gemini 1.5 Pro. It's our most capable model. It's a multimodal model. What does that mean? It means it can understand not only code and text, it can understand a picture, a video, audio, and combine all of it. And I think that is really powerful. So how did we get there? So Google has been investing in AI now for a decade. And it starts with infrastructure. So our core competence, running data centers. And I'm talking about big data centers, reliable, secure, and efficient. We're investing now in our own processors. So a lot of hardware, data, and infrastructure is the first thing we're investing heavily into. Secondly, you need people. And within DeepMind, we have gathered now, I think, some of the finest scientists in this field. A lot of the new breakthroughs are coming out of that team. So it's research people, scientists that you need. Then third, scale. Having 6 platforms that reach more than 2 billion users and another 15 that reach 500 million users each. It's quite important. So as you've seen on examples, Google Maps, Docs, Search, you can reach millions of people and deploy these new amazing technologies. Now, you can be bold, but you also have to be responsible. And I'm proud that Google was one of the first companies that published their AI principles. And we're doing more stuff. We launched watermarking so that the tool, the AI, can recognize, oh, this is actually AI generated. Double check with search. It's the latest feature we launched at Google Next. So you check your results with a source you trust, which is Google Search. Now, no surprise, we are a fully vertically integrated AI player. And no surprise, 90% of the Gen AI unicorns are using Google Cloud. So now you ask yourself, how do you put Google AI to work for you? Let me quickly show you in an easy diagram. First, it's your data, your insights, the information you have in your company. And Eve will come on stage and share how Douglas, their data journey, and how they have put all the different data points together and built a CDP. Then secondly, embedded AI, out-of-the-box AI. We've already built the latest and greatest stuff into our tools. And I tell you, I'm from the ad side, it is a game changer. It's changing the whole value chain from creatives, targeting, measurement. Basically, marketing is reinvented with these latest tools. And then together, we can build custom solutions. And that's why I have Emily with on stage from our cloud team. We can together build custom solutions. I believe this is the competitive differentiator if you basically build on all of that on top a custom solution. Let me give you an example to make this a bit more practical. I guess all of you have great ideas. Then you're asked to prove it with data. Data is somewhere in a company, you're sure. Can't find it. Frustrating. Takes weeks. Sounds familiar? Data silos, right? So Looker from Google Cloud can tap into these different sources. And what you can see on the animation is how you interact with the tool. You ask questions in everyday language. You basically chat with your data. And I think this is highly empowering because it's democratizing. It's everyone in your company has suddenly access to all information. Now, how cool is that, that everyone in your company knows what your company knows? So if we bring these three pieces together, that could be your competitive flywheel. And Eve will soon share their data journey. And next will be Emily with me on stage. And Emily will show you that cloud is not longer a topic for the IT freaks in the basement. It's for you. It's for marketeers. And Google Cloud and Vertex AI are built for non-engineers. And it should help you to transform marketing and transform your company. So now, do me a favor, put your hands together and give a nice applause to Emily.
Thank you so much, Bernd. So this is a lot to digest. And we know that you're mostly a marketing audience. And so you're probably realizing that you are touching the most exciting, dynamic aspects of this business right now. And you're actually expected to look way beyond what you've been doing to keep up and keep pace in this era of AI. So actually, you probably wonder, where does your job even start and where does it even end? There is so much more expectations being put on the marketer today. In fact, when we talk to chief marketing officers, they're not just handling their own domain. They're actually modern change agents. And we really see that marketing, because it is so closely connected to the customer, is where a lot of this fast-paced, dynamic iteration is happening. You have the data. You have the insights and the trends. You now have these technical tools at your fingertips, and so you're really able to leverage your industry knowledge and turn that into something amazing. Of course, yeah, this comes with high expectations. So your CEOs, your CFOs, they're really expected to drive major growth in their business. Gartner survey shared that that was their #1 priority in 2023, growth. They're also under a lot of pressure. So you have costs that need to be controlled. This makes your leaders have to ruthlessly prioritize their decisions, where your resources are going to be directed. So keeping up with that kind of complexity and this dynamically changing landscape is tough. Marketing has that central role. And I think we agree at Google, there's really never been more an exciting time to be a marketer than right now. Although maybe at the beginning when OMR was founded and digital marketing was really just taking off. So as a marketer, how can you start to look beyond your tool set and your ads landscape and see how you can take advantage? We want to encourage you to look to the right and the left. So this is what you're probably used to working with. You have your own knowledge and you feel comfortable in this domain. And you do have competitive advantage from working in these tools, understanding trends, gathering data for all this time. So your second competitive advantage is the data that you've been working with. So this is really going to be your secret sauce going forward, your first-party data, especially in this time when cookies are being deactivated and you're going to be really focusing more on the first-party data that you're proprietarily collecting. So I want to encourage you to look at the cloud. Don't be afraid. It's actually, through AI, now much more intuitive for people with business expertise to use. It's really no longer the domain of the IT teams. And with Google Cloud and Vertex AI, you can immediately start using enterprise-ready tools that are made for non-engineers. And they're enterprise-ready. I'll share a little bit about what that means in the next slide. So also, when you look at this end-to-end Vertex AI platform, some of the important things to notice is there's a bunch of models shown here. Because really the development in models, from large language models to now these multimodal models, is happening at breakneck speeds. I can barely keep up. So we make the latest models available to you as they come out. Models like Google's Gemini 1.5 Pro, also open source models, for instance, Llama from Meta, and third-party partner models like Claude from Anthropic, or Mistral, which is a European-based model. So these are all available at your fingertips, so you can put AI to work for you. And when you combine that data and the embedded AI that you can already use in your ads landscape, you can create applied AI solutions that are powerful yet simple. And these AI agents can really enable you to do things that you've been interested in doing, that you have ideas for: sentiment analysis, content creation at the click of a button, and true personalization. Because even as third-party data sources become more scarce, your first-party data will bring you even more insights, and you'll be able to leverage this in these tailored, applied AI agents. So I mentioned enterprise principles, and this is a little bit of the boring stuff, but what's most important here is that your data is your data. So when you're taking your first-party proprietary data and training the models with it, this doesn't leak back into the foundation models. This is really staying within your encapsulated cloud environment, and it's your secret sauce, your competitive advantage. Also, what's super important is making sure that what's coming out of these AI systems is actually usable. So you want it to be grounded in factuality. You want it to be grounded in your company's factuality. And what's very exciting, we just launched recently that now you can ground this also in Google search. So, exciting times, whether you're a campaign manager trying to really grow business, or if you're just looking for brand awareness and finding trends and spotting the channels that you need to be on. Or if you're into marketing analytics, which is also a very exciting place to be right now, there are so many ways that you can take advantage of Google Cloud and Vertex AI, and then you can really show the power of being a marketeer. And I would love to invite someone to the stage who is actually doing this in reality, someone who's built a 360-degree customer data platform using Google Cloud. And please join me in welcoming Eve from Douglas.
Thanks for having me. Wow, this is loud. I'm very sorry. Let me start right away. Our data management platform was about to reach its end of life with the looming deprecation of third-party cookies, which it primarily relied on. We figured out that not only 15% of our customer contacts and the same percentage of revenue generated with performance marketing channels and a quarter of our retail media business was at risk. Therefore, we decided to act and replace our old DMP with a new customer data platform. While setting up the project, we quickly realized this is not only about replacing one solution with another, but also brings a lot of opportunities for us. We could consolidate the orchestration of our various marketing channels and establish one very consistent and personalized customer experience. On top, we could get rid of all the data silos we built in the past and build a very unified data destination. With all that in mind, we formulated a vision to reach the right customer with the right message through the right channel at the right time. To guide you a bit through the journey we had and the main sections of it. First, we did set up the CDP itself, the target audiences, and integrated all the data sources and destination channels we wanted to use. Then we moved the DMP functionality into our new CDP while enhancing it, for instance, by implementing audience suppression to increase media efficiency. Then we focused on implementing customer lifecycle campaigns, like cart abandonment, second purchase, or replenishment campaigns, which target customers who bought products in the past which are very likely used up by now. And this replenishment campaign is actually my favorite showcase example to explain the key benefits of this whole endeavor. At Douglas, we have had replenishment campaigns before. Actually, we had multiple ones implemented separately for each and every channel. All looked differently, all worked differently. All of them had static replenishment cycles configured, which were more or less, I would say, less accurate. When we re-implemented this specific campaign type with our CDP, we utilized AI, in this case Vertex AI, to predict the replenishment cycles based on transactional data, but also CRM data, which resulted in a very accurate activation, which was consistent across all channels. Right now, we're focusing a lot on customer journey orchestration and real-time personalization, which is especially important for our on-site channels. And next in line, it's big batch campaigns to target our customers with personalized coupon codes across all channels, be it on-site or off-site. Some of you might ask yourselves, okay, how did you guys actually build that solution? So let me give you a quick look under the hood. The setup itself basically consists of two zones. Zone 2 hosts the CDP functionality built with SEOTAP CDP, whereas Zone 1 adds additional big data and AI functionality to the game. That's basically what we used to implement the replenishment case. All in all, I can already conclude, so we're still working on the project, but it was a big success for us. We laid a strong foundation for our first-party data strategy. And to share with you a few numbers, we are live now in 8 countries We have processed 2.2 million website and app events and stored 122 million user profiles. Our match rates reach up to 73% compared to 20% with the previous DMP solution. To be fair, that's really channel specific, so please don't run after me. So before I hand over to Emily and Bernd again, I would like to share with you some key learnings we gathered through the project. It's about data, architecture, change, and people. About data. You need to identify and connect the right and relevant data sources. But ideally, you should deal with your data strategy, and that's very important, up front. So before doing all that, you need to have a data strategy. Then this is about architecture. So you need to find the right spot in your solution landscape to integrate well with all the data sources you want to have, which are relevant and necessary, but also to orchestrate all the marketing channels. Then this is about change. You will need to establish proper responsibilities and ownership for the respective parts of the customer experience you're now consolidating in one solution. But this is also about the ways of working. Instead of building many manually curated campaigns for one channel and one audience, you will have to focus more on creating automatable, templatable campaigns, which you can execute across many channels. And last but not least, it's like with every project, I'm really glad to work with a very motivated and committed team of colleagues at Douglas, but also with partners such as Digital, Zeotab, and also Google. So thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Now, Emily, what do you think about our journey?
It's super impressive.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing your data journey. And thanks, round of applause. Thanks for sharing how you got there, the first results, very impressive, as well as the insights and learnings. It's great to see that a leader marketeer is sizing that moment and really transforming their marketing. I think it's also great to see that marketing AI is not a marketeer. AI is a tool that marketeers can use.
Yes. And we just wanted to reiterate this nice flywheel that you can use. So making sure that you are using the embedded AI capabilities already in your ads landscape, building that data strategy that you mentioned, and then also not being afraid of cloud, starting to upskill yourself on how you can use Vertex AI to build applied AI agents. Click the QR code here.
Excellent. So, thank you. Putting Google AI to work sounds like a perfect match. Thanks to Eve, thanks to Emily, thanks to the audience. I wish you all a wonderful rest of the OMR.